Pep, your reflections on a disappointing afternoon?
I think we're all disappointed. We're all disappointed because the game was there. The game was for us. I think there was, before the game started, obviously you think that there has to be a lot of difference between us and them for their history on the last couple of years, from the fact all the money they spent and with players in the Premier League and going down now, and for the fact especially that they were coming from playing together in this style that they play for 2.5 years. And I think we had to be very, very good today to even a game that it's always very difficult to play, especially if we want to be loyal to our football and what the club demands from us going forward, obviously, and we all believe in that. So that made it a tough game to play. I think we started very well the game. We understood the challenge. We understood the game will be on fine margins, and we had to make a difference when it comes to having our chances. I think we created a lot of chances in the first moments of the game. We started very strong, very front foot, the way that we want to play, and we controlled most of the first half, if not all. In the second half, obviously, the game opened a little bit more. We were prepared for that because we had players in the bench who could do a different kind of football, despite being the same kind of football they want to do, but we could take the game out wide with Bella and with Montero, and that's what we tried. I think, excuse me, I think we created enough to challenge for the result, and we limited very much Fulham to do some counter-attacks and some plays for our set plays, So I think in this regard, positive, but obviously a lot of more work, more thinking that we need to be put in the fact that we're having 16 shots on target, 4 of them very, very clear, and we limited all the shots on target for Fulham. So we need to make sure that those margins that come outside. But I think the attitude was there. The players played the game with a lot of maturity, but as well, they were very extrovert, especially in the first half. Being ourselves a young team, I really like it when the players find themselves comfortable in the pitch because they are young. They don't fear the mistake, and that's what's key for us in the way we want to play.
After the goal, Fulham did well to sort of kill the game off in many respects, but as you mentioned, you made the 3 substitutions, including Jefferson Montero and debutant Jeremy Bayer. How did you think they fared?
I think all the subs used the time and understood the kind of game that we're going through. That we wanted to open up the game, use the wide areas to get into the box. I think Montero helped us a lot into that, and he performed very well, and obviously got a lot of crosses, put a lot of problems into Fulham's right side. And Bella showed himself very, very aggressive when it comes to get us forward with a lot of intensity, character as well. And obviously I'm very happy for that because he's one of the players who has everything to turn himself into a very important player for us.
It seemed that when you're putting them under siege a little bit, things just wouldn't quite drop or go your way, and Lukas Djukovic's head is tipped onto the bar.
Yes, fortunately. As we said before, margins that were for Fulham today, they didn't win on our side. We created enough. First half especially clear, very clear chances to score the goal. The second half as well, it was enough for those margins to come back in. But that just put us again into a situation that we need to keep working, keep believing the football that we're playing, keep trusting our players, keep encouraging them and grow this season, grow into our football. And so it's a fantastic foundation that to go for the future.
Jake Clarke also came in for only his second league start. How did you think Jake fared this afternoon?
I think I saw him very comfortable. It was a big challenge for him to be able to deal with Robo against Mitrovic, but I saw him comfortable in that, understanding. I think he helped us a lot with the ball because his passing was very sharp, very good. He sees the options, so he helped us to build from the back. He's very comfortable as well, so he doesn't get nervous. With him, we limited a lot the balls that go back to the keeper because we have a good way of playing out as well on that side. And I think physically he handled the game very well because he has the pace. So it's about avoiding the situations, the physical situations, and use your pace to get it back. So I think he played with a lot of maturity here.
After that win at Fulham, a team who are obviously in the Premier League last season, moved into the playoff places, but they're only 4 points ahead of ourselves. It's that tight, and I guess there are going to be results and bumps along the way, as this team does tend to sort of transpose itself, really.
Yeah, that's again, it's another team who was in the Premier League, and there's some differences between us and them yet. But we're working very hard. All the players and all the staff is working very hard to shorten that distance, shorten that gap, evolving our game, evolving our football to eventually be able to compete for those positions. During these moments, obviously, we're facing teams that suppose a challenge, and all the margins need to be on your side. When they are not on your side, then you have these little bumps. But in the end of the day, I'm very comfortable. The team is in a position that we have so many positives about, because it's very difficult to achieve what this team has achieved, the level of football that it's producing. And now it's clear that we need to be much better when it comes to scoring those goals. But there's a lot of work that we need to do now, and we can do in January, and then help the team go forward. That's good. So it's using all those little bumps to make sure that when the games come, that the games are on our side, margins are on our side, and challenge is a little bit more fair to us, then we get the points, and that's what this team always done. Mm-hmm. Every time that we played a team that it was, for us, it turned out to be very difficult for the football that we were playing last season. This season, the team has overcome the challenge and got the 3 points. Mm-hmm. So we're sad because we never want to lose, and we never want to lose at home. But we remain very focused and very motivated in what we want to build.